Hi, everyone. This is Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. I'm a psychic, a Reiki master, a palmist, an author, and musician. These are lessons in how to read palms, or lessons in how to be a palm reader. This is lesson 26. We will continue analyzing the hand, and then we will find out if you are psychic. Okay, let's get started. Now we're taking an overview of the hand shown. Here's a gentleman with a hand that is plain. Hopefully you can see it clearly. And we're going to just see what we can find in this hand. Let's take a look at the hand overall. The hand is broad in shape. We hadn't talked about shapes, but we're going to get into that. This is broad, and the fingers are short. The thumb looks to be flexible because it has that curve in it at the thumbnail. You notice that? Curved. Okay? We don't see a gap between the index and the middle finger. Not much of a gap between the middle finger and the ring finger, but there appears to be a gap between the little finger and the ring finger. So right off, we can say this is a person that prefers to be in control of his workspace. We can look at the fingers. The index finger seems to be about the same length as the ring finger. Just about the same length as. But the index finger is slightly shorter. When we get into slightliness, it's considered average. So we can say that these two fingers are the same length. This person has good self-esteem. Those around him sees the same thing. So there is no issue there. If you can see the lines in the palm, there is a little disruption in the heart line. That's normal. We see that in most hands. And we do see the curve in the lifeline. That seems to wrap around the thumb. There are a few little disruptions there, but it gets better. So this person may be a late bloomer when it comes to energy. Okay, now the headline seems to go wanting to just curve a little bit toward the end. It seems to be all right. Little disruptions at the beginning. So that is an overview. To really be able to do it justice, we need that magnifying glass. Now I want you to, at this point, look at the fingers. Do you see any knobbiness around the areas of the phalanges, the lines that separate one section to the next one? Just slightly, but not so much where we can say very much about any more than we've already said. So let's leave this because we're taking general views of these. Now, with this palm, or with this hand, overall we can see, looks like this person has long fingers, a long palm. And as indicated there, this is low set, short finger. This is the Mercury finger, finger of communication. And remember, when you have that, that indicates the person did not have the nurturing necessary for his growth from the father. It's always the father side with the little finger. All right? But take a look at the index finger. It is long. It is over uh, sort of towering over the length of the ring finger. This person really is in control, takes charge. It's a natural trait. When you see a person with a long finger, it's not all ego. It's just natural for them to be that way. That's what we can say about this finger. We can't really see the thumb, but it gives the impression that it's stiff. It's a connection between the lifeline and the headline, and this person deals with facts and figures ongoing because that line seems to be going straight. There is a lifeline there, and it's headed toward the middle finger, satisfaction with work. Indication of a gap between the ring finger and the little finger, but that's because the finger is sitting low, so you can't really tell unless you have a close-up of it. All right, that's the overview there. Okay, now we'll continue analyzing in lesson 27. We'll always do that. Now let's take a look at those X's there. I have a large one in the center and two on either side. Now, what does that mean? Here's a person who is interested in metaphysics, interested in the sixth sense, interested in non-traditional medicine. Those smaller X's imply there. Interested in psychic information. The X in the center is called a mystic cross. It indicates psychic abilities that are prominent. All right, we're going to look at the next one. All right. All right, you have the indication for the psychic cross, and these are all psychic signs. All right, the mystic cross sits in the center. It's usually referred to as the mark of a psychic. I want to just point out that everyone that is born on this planet has psychic abilities. Some of us are more advanced than others or develop faster than others. It's like people want to learn to play the piano. Of course they're going to learn to play the piano, but they may not become the concert pianist that they want to, or maybe they don't want to, but they want to learn to play. Same thing here. Some of us have the gift for going further with it, but don't feel you don't have psychic abilities. Abilities are like a large tree, and branches are going in all directions, and each branch represents a gift. Okay, so these are some signs you may see. If you see X's running up the palm, over in the lunar section, that's another example of psychic ability. The one that curves like a semicircle at the edge, that's strong psychic ability. That's someone who experienced a lot of unusual happenings when they were very young, and they're pretty much terrified. But it's not going to go away. It tends to come out and greet you when you are more mature in your understanding, or you're more accepting. But this is something we are all born with. It doesn't mean you are going to be a psychic. It just simply means you have a latent gift. If you're destined to be one, you will be one. Okay, we're going to end at this point. We'll continue our discussion on this subject, or as well as continuing to analyze. All right, we've come to the end of lesson 26. I hope you understood and got something out of this lesson. If so, please give a thumbs up. Very important. and consider subscribing. Well, thank you for watching. Stay safe and see you for the next lesson. Bye.